In honor of World Read Aloud Day, and after a conversation that I had with my mother, I'm going to read one of my favorite children's stories. I remember my mother got me this story, and so I'm excited to read it again because it's just something that brings back memories. It's a book written by Ezra Keats, and while I'm not sure when the book was published, I know it was one of the books in my library as a kid. So the book is called Goggles, again by Ezra Keats. So we're gonna just jump directly into it, and I am excited. So we'll start. Goggles. Archie, look what I found, Peter shouted through the pipe. Motorcycle goggles. Archie watched Peter through the hole. He listened and he smiled. Peter ran to the hideout and put on the goggles. Aren't they great? He asked. Archie smiled and nodded. Peter said, let's go over to your house and sit on the steps. Archie nodded. They started off. Suddenly some big boys appeared. Give us those goggles, kid. No, they're mine, Peter said. His dog Willie growled. Grr. Archie, hold Willie, Peter said. Peter stuffed the goggles into his pockets, put up his fist. Archie gasped. Peter turned to see if something was wrong. Bang! The next thing he knew, he was knocked onto the ground. Everyone stared at the goggles. Before anyone could move, Willie snatched the goggles and ran in a hole in the fence. The big boys chased after him. Meet you at the hideout, whispered Peter. You go this way and I'll go that way. They won't know where we're going. Willie will find us. Peter raced to the hideout. He sank down as low as he could. Footsteps. Clap, clap, clap. Oh, the big boys. They followed me. Peter held his breath. Archie? What was that? Archie looked through the hole. There were the big boys. And there was Willie. They would see him. Archie stared at the pipe. He suddenly spoke. Here, Willie, through the pipe, fast! Willie! Peter peeked through the hole. The big boys were coming closer and closer. Peter took a deep breath. Then he yelled through the pipe. Willie, meet us at the parking lot. Head for the parking lot. Head for the parking lot, one of the big boys yelled. Let's go! Peter, Archie, and Willie crept out of the hideout. When they reached the fence, they got up and ran. They got to Archie's house. Archie laughed and said, we sure fooled them, didn't we? We sure did, said Peter, handing him the goggles. Things look real fine now, Archie said. They sure do. The end. Goggles by Ezra Keats.